What is up, you guys? Your reviews here, and today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Beast Wars Optimus Primal Reissue. Let's go! Starting off here with the Gorilla mode, it's a really cool, toy to come out in the 90s, and this is the reissue. This is not the original, so it looks just a little different than the original, but it, gets the same point across. So let's take a look at some of the details. Starting off here with the face, I mean, you can see the yellow teeth and the eyes, and the wrinkles, and then you got, the gorilla hair all over the arms and all over it. So, it's pretty cool. You can see the hands, look like gorilla hands, got the little feet back there. Looking here at the back, the whole back is just, gorilla. And then here you have, just a little bit of robotic parts showing back there, but nothing, nothing crazy. So kind of the final thing here about the gorilla is he actually has a gimmick. Now, back in the 90s, the Beast Wars toys were highly gimmicky, which is pretty cool. This is like one of my favorite gimmicks on one of the toys I own. So you take the arms, kind of position them like this, and then there's this back here, there's this little lever. And you push up on the lever, and it's supposed to make it pound on its chest just like a real gorilla would. So I think that's pretty cool, It's one of my favorite kind of gimmicks I've ever seen on a toy. So next up here we have the transformation. It's very simple. It's very similar to how he did in the show. So here we go. So the first thing, just put him up where he's kind of standing. So we'll start down here at the feet. So you flip the toes in, turn the waist, flip the feet in the front, and you come up here, you take the shoulder pieces and pull them out. And right here, there's these two little black tabs. Make sure they're facing up. So here, a little click. And then here you take the head, you unsnap it, you twist it, and then you lock it in. And then here you just turn the head around. And yeah, there he is. So here he is in robot form. Now, this dude, I will say, he is loaded with weapons. Like, one of the most weapons I've ever seen on a Transformer toy. So first off here, we're just going to take a look at the articulation. So now the gimmick will fight with you. So, if you put his arm up, it's going to do that. It's going to swing out. But you could do that. You could bend here. Thighs on a ball joint. Knee can bend 90 degrees. And, head can turn. So that's about all you can do. Not super articulated. This is a toy from the 90s, so they aren't, at today's standards. So now let's get into the weapons and gimmicks and all that good stuff. So the first kind of gimmick here, he does have this weapon that comes out of his hand right here. So you kind of just push here, and it pops out, and he has like a little pop-out cannon, which I think is cool. And then if you come up here on the back, there's these two projectiles that you pull out, and right here you put them in. Let me get them in there. And then there's these two little buttons right here. You push them in. There you go. The bottom one doesn't want to go. There you go. So there is that. So one of the next weapons here, you come to the other arm, unhook it, and there's this there's this mace that you pull out like this, and you can put it in his hand. I'll show you that in just a minute. And another thing it can do, you can turn his head, and it has this like little mask. They were called mutant masks back in the day. I don't know why they did that. They weren't really in the show, but that is a thing you can do. Next up here is the shoulder cannon. So there's a button on the back. You hit it, and they pop up. Now, you might have heard these things come out the back. They're the swords. We'll get into that in a minute. But here they have two little shoulder cannons. They have little buttons. You know, you can shoot the missiles at, you know, Decepticons or Predacons or, you know, whatever. So, that's pretty cool. So, the final kind of gimmick part, one of my favorites, is, so, you know, you take the two swords and you plug one on top of his hand and one on the bottom, like so. And then you take the mace, you put it here, you try to get it there, and you kind of just put the arms out, straight out, to make sure that, make sure those black tabs are up on the arms, and you put them out, and you take the, I'm trying to do this on camera, you take the lever, and they're both supposed to spin. This one doesn't really like to here on the right side. Let me try to get it again. Yeah, it doesn't really work good. Things fall off. But essentially, he's supposed to turn his arms, and it's like he's turning the swords and the mace. So, there's that. So, kind of final thoughts here on Optimus Primal from Beast Wars, the reissue. It's a really great toy if you never got the one from the 90s and you want one complete. Or if you have one from the 90s, you don't have all the parts, this is a great way to get it. I got this guy for $11 on Walmart.com, and that was a great deal. So, I don't know if he's still like that, but if he is, you know, go check it out. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and always remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Value Reviews out.